Hey guys, I'm in my car to block the wind. I wanted to do another gem cutting video of finding a rock in a parking lot and doing a gem cutting video. So I found this one parking lot. There's a decent amount of rocks here, and I just took a peek through it, found a few agates, and I actually found a really nice one. So I'm going to go snag it, and then as always, any rocks we find I try to replace with about the same amount of rocks in size. And let's see if I can find it again. It's over here somewhere. Ah, here. Okay. So, these are the rocks I'm replacing it with. I am going to take this rock home. I think it's some sort of ghost agate, chalcedony. And I want to cut it, polish it, turn it into something nice. It's a nice solid shape. So come on home with me and let's get it on the grinder. Okay, I've made it back home and I've got the rock. Let's take a closer look at it in the sunlight. So this green stuff I think is organic. I think that'll come right off. And then it is really nice and see-through. I think it's got some of those, like, it reminds me of strawberry seeds on the inside of it. But I think it's gonna be pretty neat. It's got some nice see-throughness to it. So probably what I'll try to do, the last one of these I cut, I rounded the top and I thought that was really cool. So I'll try to round the top and then flatten these sides. Might end up with 3 sides to flatten, I'm not sure. And then come back. So I think what I'm gonna do is, rather than show you the grinding process, I think you've seen it before. If you're interested in seeing that on future videos, just let me know and I will include that. But otherwise, I'll just go grind it and then I'll show you between each stage. So we'll just show you stage by stage, and I'll try to show it to you dry so that it leaves the nice polished look for the very end. All right, here it is so far. This is after 60 grit, so I just had to kind of rough it out. I was trying to get it about as symmetrical as possible. So it's got 2 sides here, a rounded top, and then 3 sides on this side actually. Kind of like that, and it ends in a point. So I'll be able to make these a little bit more refined on the finer grits. The bad news is, right when I turned my cabbing machine on, the 1200 grit paper flew apart. Didn't even touch or anything, it just fell apart. It was an old piece of paper that came with the machine, but I don't have a replacement for it. Unfortunately, they're quite expensive also. They're the diamond grit ones, so they're around, I think it was $100 or something, just for one piece of paper, which is pretty crazy. So I'm gonna see what I can do without it for now, because I don't have a replacement at the moment. Let's go back to the machine, get it polished up nicely. Here's the shape that we've got so far. And what I'm doing right now is I've dried it off. You see a little fracture in there. I've dried it off because I've finished 220 and then I finished 400 grit. So I want to see if there's any scratches left that the 400 didn't get out. The best way to do that is by having it dry and having it in good lighting. So kind of looking over the whole thing, see if there's any scratches I missed. And it's looking pretty good. I'll take a closer look without the camera, just to make sure. But otherwise we'll be able to move on to the polishing stages. And the good news is I found some 1200 grit paper. So everything I just said, not to worry about. So sweet. It is a different kind. It's the silicon carbide instead of the diamond grit. So we'll see if it does the same kind of quality. But next time you see this, I will be finished with it. I'll be showing you. Thoughts?
That's super cool. It looks like gold inside.
Little speckles.
Yeah, it's not though.
Nope. Talia, your thoughts?
Talia, what do you think?
Do you have any thoughts?
Oh. Gotta look at it. What do you think?
Looks good. Alright, let's take a look at it. Thank you. Alright, some fingerprints on there from some unnamed small fingers. See if I can wipe those off. And pretty pleased with how it turned out. There's a bug on my leg. So there is that one fracture in there. But you know, it happens. I like the rounded top. It's starting to become quickly one of my favorite things to do with these agates. Yep, there's the fracture running through there, and then there's those speckles in there. I think they're pretty neat. So the shape I'm very pleased with. It ended up being symmetrical. So I could probably spend a little more time buffing it. As you can see, there's a little bit of a texture in there. But I am not skilled enough to know exactly how to do that. So this is about where my skill level lets out. But I really like this. I'm going to take some pictures for you guys and show you just some nice pictures of it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, would you hit that like button? And let me know if you want to see more of the process. Generally, I'll show some of it, but for the most part, you'll just see my shaky cabbie machine going. So, all right, enjoy the pictures.